top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got CD of the week number 11, Jay-Z Blueprint 2. This is of course a double album. There's one disc and disc 2. So this is one of, whoa, and the booklet, I guess the universe wants me to show you the booklet here. You can see, this is a good thing about physical music. You get like the whole presentation, you know. It came out in 2002, so this is 2002 era Jay-Z. Obviously this is after Blueprint 1, which was a phenomenal album and it's very highly regarded in hip hop circles. So yeah, Jay-Z Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. Disc 1 is The Gift and disc 2 is The Curse, and it begins with Diamond is Forever. Not to be confused with the Kanye West song Diamonds Are Forever, or Diamonds from Sierra Leone, which features Jay-Z. This is totally different. But speaking of Kanye West, if you watch the Genius documentary on Netflix, which is like Kanye's come up in music, it shows early footage of his career. There's a scene where he's in the studio with Jay-Z and he actually asks Jay-Z to let him rap on a song. And this is when Kanye was mostly known as a producer. Of course, Kanye did tracks on the Dynasty album, which I've done a CD of the week on. Go check that out if you haven't already. And he also did beats on the Blueprint 1, H to the Izzo, Song Cry, etc., The Takeover. So he was mostly known as a producer, but on this album, if you watch that Genius documentary, he kind of asked Jay-Z to let him get on this song, and he raps the verse for Jay-Z, and it's actually the song, track number 10 on disc 1, called The Bounce. And Kanye West raps that verse, and Jay-Z is impressed, and he lets him get on the song, and he says like, yo, closed mouth don't get fed. If you didn't ask to get on this song, you would have never got on it. So anyways, long story short, this is one of the earliest rapping features, if not the first, where Kanye appears with members of The Rock, specifically with Jay-Z. So yeah, 2002, man. So yeah, double album. This is one of few double albums in hip hop. There are a handful of them at this point. You know, the most popular, All Eyes on Me by Tupac, Life After Death by Biggie. The Blueprint 2, Big Crit, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time, which I've done a CD of the week review on. Very difficult to keep a listener engaged for, like, double album is usually going on 2 hours long. One album is typically 40 minutes to an hour. So very difficult to keep a listener engaged for that long. And Blueprint 2, to me, while it does have some good tracks, it's not really that great of an album, in my opinion. It's pretty average, below average album, in my opinion. And this is someone, you watch this channel, you know, Jay-Z is like one of my favorite rappers of all time, but this album in particular, it sounds really dated. Even that song where I was talking about earlier, The Bounce, you know, that beat is like is so dated. There are very dated sounding songs on here. Now you have some songs that do stand the test of time, such as the title track, Blueprint 2, which is, I guess, the closing song in the Jay-Z versus Nas beef. At this point when this came out, the beef was pretty much over. Like Ether had came out, Super Ugly had came out, Takeover had came out. Like people had pretty much given a W to Nas, but Jay-Z kind of puts the Blueprint 2 song out, but it kind of like signals the end of the beef, at least in retrospect. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But Blueprint 2 is a very good song, very good song. But yeah, that's where the line, is it Uchiwali or is it One Mic? That kind of meme that's now a meme, like, is it this or that? It comes from Blueprint 2, the title track. Very good song. In my opinion, it's the best song in the Jay-Z Nas beef. But yeah, that's a good song. Meet the Parents is good. 03 Bonnie and Clyde, which is Beyonce and Jay-Z. So this might be the first time they appear on a song together. So that just lets you know how long they've been together. This album came out in 2002. The song is called 03 Bonnie and Clyde. Like, that's 20 years now. Another song that I like on here, Poppin Tags, which features Big Boy, Killer Mike, and Twista. The Watcher 2, which features Dr. Dre and Rakim with, you know, Dope. So I can kind of count the songs that I like, you know. Hobie Baby's okay. Let's say The Watcher 2, 03, Bonnie and Clyde. Excuse Me Miss, that's a really dope song. Poppin Tags, Blueprint 2, Meet the Parents. So that's like 6 songs that I will take from this album and I replay, and you could argue are classics, but outside of that, I mean, there's 25 songs on here. So outside of that, it's like 6 out of 25. That's why I say it's not the best album. It's kind of average, below average. It has some really high highs, like the songs I mentioned, the Blueprint 2s, the Excuse Me Miss, the Watcher 2. But overall, it's kind of meh, and it doesn't stand up to the double albums that came before it, the Pac All Eyes on Me, the Biggie Life After Death. It's kind of just an average album, below average in my opinion. I think if Hov were to shave the album down and kind of cut out some of the filler, this could be one of his better albums, but that's just not the case here. So yeah, man, Blueprint 2, if I had to rate this album out of 5 stars, give it 2.5, 3 stars. I really like the songs that I like. I really like those, and the rest of the album is just kind of forgettable to me. So that is CD of the Week number 11, Jay-Z, Blueprint 2, double album. And be sure to subscribe if you have not already. This is top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.